Hi guys, welcome back to another episode as told by Batty, and I of course am Batty. Today's episode, firstly, I need some lotion on my hand, but we're gonna skip past that. We're gonna ignore my ashy hands in this video and go straight to the beautiful comb coil starter locks that I'm doing. So this is my friend, and she recently combed out her other locks. I started her locks, I think 2 or 3 years ago, using the instant lock method, and she wasn't satisfied with how they were forming, so she combed them out and wanted to start over, and I had the lovely opportunity to start in her comb coils. So I firstly started off by taking my time parting, and I know with starter locks it can get annoying parting, especially like trying to get like perfect even parts. Symmetrical really is the key for parting, but I want to emphasize how important it is to take your time, because this is the foundation of your starter lock. So you want to make sure you're not rushing. When you're building a house, you don't rush the foundation. You want to make sure that your locks are standing and holding on a sturdy foundation. So take your time when you're doing your starter locks, even if you aren't starting them. Make sure the person who is starting your hair is taking their time and actually putting the love and care into your starter locks that they need to be started. Okay, so she wanted her locks to be like a smidge bit smaller than the first set she had. So that is what I was going for. Medium to, well, not medium, but a medium on the smaller side. When I say medium, I mean on the smaller side of medium. So that is the parting that I was going for, the parting size that I was going for. And I just started with comb coils. Like I said, her hair was super soft, so we thought comb coils would be the best way to start her starter locks, since we kind of figured the braids and the two strands just wouldn't stay as well as the comb coils would. And I think comb coils was a great choice for her hair type. Like, look how beautiful the comb coils was coming out. So I started her locks using Eco Styler, and I always like to make sure and ask people who I do their hair if it's okay to use the products that I'm using on their hair, just to make sure that I'm covering, my bases. I did use Eco Styler starting her locks, and I always love using a fine tooth comb to just get those parts nice and clean and perfect. So a few tips for doing the finger coil or comb coil method on starter locks. Take the comb at the base and twirl, either turning right or left, and twirl downward. You want to make sure that the hair at the ends, so the ends of the hairs aren't in the comb. So as you can see, the ends of her hair are not like intertwined in the comb at all. So this ensures that the hair won't get tangled around the comb as you're twirling and doing the finger coils, if this makes sense. I take my Eco Styler and put it on the part that I am working with, and I started her locks turning in the clockwise direction, so towards the right. So I take my comb at the base and start twirling down, assuring that the ends of her hair is not in the comb, so it doesn't get wrapped up around the comb. And even sometimes you can even just finish out the comb coils using your fingers, and you don't even have to use the comb sometimes. It's that easy. So yeah, my camera definitely died, so that's why this picture looks kind of duller than the other picture that I had before this, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it pushing. I love to use water. Water just helps water helps hair coil. Black hair. Water helps black hair coil. So definitely grab yourself a spray bottle when you're starting your locks to help your hair curl up and make sure that it's doing what it needs to be doing for your starter locks. So I personally started my locks using this method, the finger coil or comb coils, whatever you want to call them. I started my locks using this method, and I love the way these starter locks turn out. This is just my own personal opinions. Finger coils are just so pretty, and they're just so soft. They're just so soft. The only thing I would say about finger coils, they are more on the fragile side compared to two-strand twists and braids when starting locks because, there's nothing like no hair intertwined. It's just the hair twirled in a certain direction. You feel me? So you do have to be careful with finger coils. Make sure you're doing everything in your power for them not to unravel. And I even waited like I want to say 3.5, maybe even 4 months before washing my first my first starter locks. I've only started my locks once, but yeah, I waited like 3 to 4 months before even washing my hair. And I know some people like say, oh, you don't have to wait that long. And some people say, I waited like a week before washing my hair. I think everyone is different, but I do think with comb coils, it's not the best idea to wash anytime before like 2 months with comb coils because of how fragile they are. And you want to give your hair time to start budding under your comb coils, your starter locks, whatever you do. You want to give your hair time to start budding and to actually start intertwining and locking together before you wash it. So this is how her hair turned out, and I loved how her hair turned out. It looks so nice, and I can't wait to see how her locks are going to form. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to be subscribed for more starter lock videos and tips and tricks for your starter locks. Bye!